To all our viewers and a warm welcome on this wonderful occasion of World Industrial Design Day on the theme Resilience by World Design Organization. Welcome to our concluding session of World Industrial Design Day 2026 at Arch College of Design and Business, established in 2000 under the leadership of founder and director Mrs. Archana Surana. We believe the future belongs to designers and innovators who combine creativity with responsibility. Our previous sessions today beautifully embodied this vision, from building resilient creative enterprises with Saurav Elwadi and Shweta Mivara to innovation-driven entrepreneurship with Mr. Manoj Goyal. Each conversation explored how resilience enables individuals and organizations to innovate, adapt, and lead in an ever-evolving world. This concluding conversation today explores how resilience, sustainability, and design innovation are shaping a more conscious and future ready world. This session focuses on designing for a sustainable and resilient future. The fashion industry is being transformed by AI, smart technologies, and changing consumer expectations. Innovation is reshaping the way we design, manufacture, and experience fashion. To explore how the fashion industry continues to adapt and evolve through innovation and technology, we have a very special guest with us today. Whether you're a design student, an aspiring professional, or part of the fashion retail ecosystem, this discussion offers a glimpse into the future of fashion. Please join me in welcoming our guest speaker, Mr. Nelson Jaffery, a seasoned creative design professional with over 30 years of experience across the fashion and textile industries. He currently serves as Vice President Design at Liva Birla Cellulose, Aditya Birla Group. His expertise spans fabric innovation, trend forecasting, and end to end collection development. He leads the ideation and development of seasonal fabric and garment collections for Birla Cellulose and Liva. Nelson is also deeply committed to nurturing future talent, actively collaborating with leading fashion institutes through live projects, mentorship, and industry engagement. Hi, Nelson. A very warm welcome on behalf of Arch College of Design and Business. Before we dive into our conversation, could you briefly take us through your journey in the fashion industry and also share your thoughts on how industrial design is shaping the future of fashion?
Hi, Siddharth,
Hello.
and thank you for the kind introduction. It's been a pleasure to be here, in this live session with you, and hopefully, there could be some valuable insights to everyone who's watching the same. A quick, turnaround on my journey through these, illustrious 30 plus years. My basic background being fashion design. I've studied fashion, but somehow textiles always kind of intrigued me. So, I think because for me it was very important that I understand materials and textiles. So that's how the liking towards textiles grew. And in these, 30 odd years that I've been working, I think I've spent more time in textile industries than actually, creating fashion. But I always involved, or liked being in industries which required me to, do textile as well as, fashion. So that has been good. In my journey, I think I worked with buying agencies, export houses, fabric manufacturing mills, and also had the, I was quite lucky to be working with export units. So I had a good basic knowledge and learning on both on the fashion front as well as, on the textile industry. So it's been a good journey so far. And yeah.
Thank you, thank you. It's great that you have a great experience in textiles, and we all understand that the knowledge of textiles builds the building block of the fashion industry. Fashion cannot exist without the knowledge of textiles, and we are very fortunate to have you today. Your experience in textiles is going to give us a lot of knowledge. You witnessed the fashion industry evolve through several phases of innovation. Speaking of change, let's begin with our first question. In an industry where trends change overnight, how is AI helping fashion brands anticipate consumer demand before garments are manufactured?
So yeah, in today's times, that's quite a relevant question. I think AI is helping fashion move from intuition to intelligence. Today, we can read consumer intent, much earlier than what it used to be earlier. We can analyze social media, search behaviors, and also gather real-time data signals. And for us to align our fabric innovation, be it across our fibers of modal, viscose, or lyocell that we manufacture, it's much closer to the future demand and does not rely only on past trends. So also, I think the real shift is that we are no longer designing in kind of isolation. We're designing with more of a, with more predictive insights. And this also means that we have better hit rates, faster go to market, and kind of significantly less of wastage. So I think AI doesn't replace creativity. It kind of sharpens it by grounding design into the consumer reality.
Great. I am also the same opinion that AI cannot replace creativity. Talking about, you just spoke about data analytics and you also mentioned about wastage. Now, few days back, I remember seeing a video, a reel on Instagram, I suppose, which was speaking about a lot of these international fast fashion brands, which produce a lot of surplus, most of which go unused, and they're probably never even recycled. So how can AI and data analytics help brands produce only what is needed and reduce excess inventory?
True. Yeah, we've been even I've been reading a lot of that. I think AI and data analytics are helping brands shift from more of forecast-led production to more demand-led production. I think that's what we are where we are right now. And today we can predict what will sell by analyzing real-time data, consumer behavior, sell-throughs, be it sales points, also trends. We are much closer to the actual need rather than the extreme 12-month or 24-month for smarter production cycles instead of larger seasonal bets, I would say. And it also allows brands to continuously like recalibrate, adjust quantities, improve allocations, and also avoid dead stocks. And the result is simple, better inventory uh, uh, that turns, and also I think higher full price sell-throughs, and also the wastage is significantly minimum. And in many ways, I think AI is turning fashion into a far more precise and responsible industry. You just need to know how to, utilize it, and make the most out of it and use it right.
That is really useful information for our students and also for our viewers. Now, I would like to specifically come to the kind of textiles that you work with, which is Liva. Liva is a nature-based fabric. How is smart technology enabling such fabrics to respond to changing environmental conditions and user needs? Considering, we're talking a lot about, protecting nature, we are seeing a lot of changes in environment these days in the way the weather is changing, the temperatures are rising. So, how do you think smart technology enables such fabrics to respond to changing environmental conditions?
Yeah, I think smart fabrics are redefining the role of textiles by making garments more adaptive, functional, and even responsive to the wearer's environment and lifestyle. And add opportunity to create fibers that deliver both comfort as well as performance, and at the same time, keeping it sustainable. And I think through advancements in fiber engineering, material science, and embedded technologies, fabrics can now help regulate temperature, manage moisture, offer UV protection, enhance stretch and recovery, and also, to some extent, monitor certain physiological parameters. So consumers today are not only expecting clothing to work harder, but they also want, them to be kept comfortable across varying climates, supporting active lifestyles, and also offer all-day wearability. I think without even also not allowing any compromises on the basic aesthetics. And the future lies in combining intelligent material innovation with responsible manufacturing, enabling garments that are not only smarter but also more functional and also aligned with the industry's overall sustainability goals. And we at Liva, we are developing Liva Reviva, which is our recycled fiber. And also, I think that has been, a big support to textile recycling and also reducing environmental impact. Also, there are a lot of monomaterials and bio-based yarns that are, supporting this 3D knit technologies that kind of minimize waste and also enable easy assembly for recycling. So I think these are some of the smart fabrics that already are being, researched, developed, that are going to make a major difference in changing, user needs and also overall environmental conditions and adapting to the same.
Right. And I believe retail brands do a lot of survey on consumer behavior and the response of consumers. How is the market responding to the use of this smart technology?
I think the market is responding very well, and at least in our industry, there is a lot of awareness created, through seminars, webinars. So there is a lot of word spread on how to or what kind of digital technologies are available today that can make circular fashion, more practical, more scalable, and also measurable, rather than it being just more of an aspirational concept. And these kind of technologies, they create transparency, traceability, and also intelligence across the entire product cycle, be it from fiber sourcing to resale, repair, and recycling.
Right, right. You spoke about smart technology, helping minimize waste. I would like to ask, does smart technology extend the life of garments?
Uh, Well, life of garments, at least it can be mapped. See, I mean, I would like to highlight, certain technologies like traceability for that matter, which kind of builds trust. So there are blockchain and traceability platforms that allow brands to track materials, throughout the supply chain. Also, it helps verify recycled content, responsible sourcing, the origin of the fiber, and also the sustainability claims that any product makes. And it supports compliances, promotes accountability across the value chain. So key message here being that traceability enables credibility and also responsible decision making. Also, I've these days read a lot about the digital product passports that create kind of full transparency, which also acts like a garment's digital identity, you could say, which again provides. So there is a QR code, there is a tag that provides the source of the raw material, what the fiber composition is, the entire manufacturing history, care instructions, how the garment can be repaired, what is repairability. And also, brands are already piloting this DPP, that is a digital product passport, to support resale, repair, authentication, and also the circular services. So I think every garment can carry its own life cycle record.
Right, right. You actually, through your response, you answered another question of mine. I was about to ask about, circular fashion and how can consumers get information using smart technology about the textile that they're using or consuming, and where is the source. Thank you so much for that informative response. My next question would be a little towards young aspiring designers and students who are our main target. As AI becomes increasingly influential, how can young designers ensure technology enhances creativity rather than replacing it?
Yeah, I think a very important message to youngsters is that because I see so much of AI being promoted and used by the young generation, and we see so much of so many fashion students who come to us using AI largely be it for their illustrations, their croquis, and for their 3D mapping, etc. So I think AI should be seen more as a creative enabler, and it definitely cannot be a replacement. It can process data, identify patterns, and also even generate quick options. But it doesn't have intuition, emotion, or cultural context, which are the core for any design, be it textile, be it fashion. And we at Liva, we use AI to inform decisions, kind of pick trend signals, pick color directions, material insights. But the final storytelling and the interpretation, it remains totally human led. So the key is to let AI handle the complexity and scale, while designers should focus on originality as well as the narrative. In that sense, AI actually frees up creativity. It removes any guessworks. It allows the designers to kind of spend more time on what truly matters, create meaningful designs, and also, importantly, differentiated products. I think AI can generate thousands of ideas, but it can't tell you which one will emotionally connect. So that's where the designer, uh, steps in. So the real risk is not AI replacing creativity, but it's designers over relying on it and not losing their own, what do you say, uh, design philosophy or their whole design, their own design signature, basically.
Absolutely, absolutely. I 100% agree with you. But there's one thing that I also observe that it's not really easy to control the new generation of youngsters, the new generation of creative professionals from using or overusing AI for each of their stages of design process. I feel it becomes very important to let the young generation know that there are certain human qualities that they must embody and imbibe in themselves and nurture those human qualities. So, what, according to you, are those unique human qualities that will become even more valuable for designers in the age of AI and technology?
So I think, as a part of this whole digital transformation wave, and as automation takes over repetitive production heavy tasks, the real value of designers shifts to what machines cannot replicate, basically. And that could include creative thinking, cultural insight, the whole storytelling bit, the ability to give a meaning and direction to a product, and not only just creating it. And also, I think equally important is how they live and what they aspire to be. That emotional connection, I think, is something technology cannot interpret deeply. And also, finally, judgment and intuition, I think, and knowing what not to design, what to prioritize, and how to balance creativity with relevance. I think in many ways, automation will elevate designers from creators of products to curators of meaning and experience. I think that's what AI will kind of elevate the whole design process to be.
Great. Uh, the entire conversation with you has been so informative and fun in a way because I'm also getting to learn so much. I wish I could go on and on for another few hours, but I would like to come to the last question. If you could recommend one emerging technology for students to master this year, what would it be, and how would it help them?
Uh, you know, um, what immediately comes to my mind right now as we speak is this one technology which I think I would recommend to students to master this year. It would be the 3D digital twin technology and also the virtual prototyping. I've been reading it recently, but I think this is where the industry is or will rapidly move. From physical sampling to the fully digital product creation. I think this whole digital twin thing kind of allows designers to create highly accurate virtual garments that simulate the fabric behavior, the fit, the performance, even before the samples are made. So I think this is quite a good tool for any design student to have and to learn and to be aware of. And what makes this powerful is also that it connects design, material innovation, and production in one seamless workflow. It kind of reduces the sampling cycles, speed up developments, and also significantly cuts out on the waste. So in many ways, mastering this technology would, I think, prepare the students for the future of fashion, where products are first created, tested, and refined digitally, and only then brought to life physically. So it's not just a tool, it becomes kind of the foundation of how fashion will be designed going forward. So I think, I found it very interesting when I was reading it up, but this is something that, I would recommend the students to kind of, get more awareness and learning developed around this.
Okay. Uh, would you have any last words for us on the occasion of World Industrial Design Day?
I think in many ways, the skill for future or of the future is not just design; it's more about design intelligence. So I think if you're only sketching, I think you're already behind. Today's students or today's designers need to understand data, AI, and also the digital product creation. Just as much as sketching, textiles, or silhouette knowledge. I think because the ones who are going to make it big in this industry will be those who can combine human creativity with digital or I would say machine capabilities. I think so. One needs to understand how to versed with that technology and how they can or how they should rather learn the art of using AI most, optimally, basically. So being literate on all these things and also how to interpret consumer insights, trend signals, uh, knowledge about sustainability, knowledge about various materials. I feel students should spend more time analyzing fabrics, feeling materials, because everything has become so digital. But then, if you're in the world of fashion, I think it is very important to feel textiles, understand the difference between different materials, what could be used for what end product. I think these all things are very important, and this could bridge uh, the gap between creativity and technology. So use these digital tools not just to create faster, I would say, but to create more smarter and more relevant products.
Nelson, thank you so much for sharing your valuable insights and experiences with us today. I'm sure our students,
Thank you.
aspiring
Thank you.
designers, and everyone watching have taken away ideas that will inspire them to embrace innovation while keeping human creativity at the heart of design. Once again, thank you so much.
Thank you, Siddhant. And I hope, this session would be insightful to the students and whoever is watching. Thank you so much for having me, conduct this session along with you, and happy to address the questions that you posed.
Pleasure is all ours. To all our students, educators, professionals, and viewers, we hope today's conversations have inspired you to see resilience not merely as the ability to recover from challenges, but as the ability to anticipate change, embrace innovation, and design solutions that create a more sustainable and inclusive future. On behalf of Arch College of Design and Business, I extend my sincere gratitude to all our speakers, participants, and viewers for joining us in celebrating World Industrial Design Day 2026. Let us continue to design not only products, but possibilities, not only for today, but for generations to come. Thank you and have a wonderful evening.